Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. It's your boy DJ 250 in the building with
Tricia.
AKA
Tricia.
What's your last name? You supposed to tell me your name.
It's Tricia Pedro.
Alright, we're in the building with local author. She wrote a book, and the name of the book is called
If Farley Only Knew, and I am Farley.
Okay, now what is Farley? Is it an animal? Is it a person? Is it a child? What is Farley?
So Farley is a penguin with a red mohawk and a heart-shaped tummy.
Okay. How did you come up with the idea for the book? Like, where did it come from?
My son. I'm a mother of 8 also.
Okay.
So the book came about because my son was struggling at school.
Okay.
And that was kind of, he kept getting in trouble and we just couldn't understand why. And Farley was a way that I used to try to find out what was wrong. So I was like, after one of his weekend punishments, I'm like, okay, he couldn't come out the room. I'm like, come on, let's talk. You know, I'm writing a story.
So he was punished every weekend? Like
I'm telling you, like
okay.
At least twice or 3 times a week, he was in trouble for something. And it was usually like, he was shut down. So if things didn't go the way he thought it should, he would just shut down at school.
Okay.
So, and as a result, you know, this started when he was in Head Start. So when the book was actually put together, he was in 1st grade.
Okay. So the process of starting the book from start to end, what's the time frame that it took to get the book done?
So the book was written that weekend, but
okay.
I didn't know how to publish it. So I didn't know what the next steps was. I actually just used it as a tool to take to school with him. We just stapled it together, no pictures, just the words.
Oh, okay.
And I would take it to school and read it. And it was like, and his teacher would use it as a tool, like, you know, what would Farley do? Mm-hmm. You know, but when the book came about, it was because I'm like, you know, I'm writing a story. My character's name is Farley. And we play this game with all my kids where it's like, you know that song, you know, Tricia, Bobisha, Banana, Fana. Yeah. So, right. So we always do that. We always do that. So when I was like, you know, his name is Marley. So I'm like, oh, his name is Farley. And he kind of laughed. And he was like, is this about me? I'm like, no, it's a fictional story. Let's just, you know, so tell me what's going on. So I gave him some scenarios and he kind of filled it in. And that's how the book came about. Mm-hmm. So I would take it to school and it was like, okay, Farley went to school and this happened. And then, you know, so throughout the book, it's like, that's not what you do when we send you to school. Mm-hmm. And that kind of reminded him like, okay, I know you feel like this, but this is not how you handle it.
Okay.
So that's what that book is about. And that's how Farley came about. He loved mohawks, and his favorite color is red. Okay. So that's why Farley has a red mohawk. And I always say all this world really needs is a little bit of love.
Okay.
So that's why he has a heart-shaped tummy. And I felt that would make him unique because I feel like Farley is definitely unique.
Okay.
You know, like with my son, he doesn't fit into any box when it comes to school. You know, he's his own person. His IQ is very high, but somehow we can't figure out what triggers him. And I know there's a lot of parents out there that has the same issues. And it's like, the book is there to tell the kids, like, okay, we hear you. You know, we'll figure it out. Everyone learns differently. Everyone's process is different. He's my only child out of 8 that has ever.
You have 8 children?
8 children. 7 boys and 1 girl.
So let me ask you this, to get off the topic a little bit. What do you do besides the book? Because a lot of people might not know you actually do yearly events at Jerry Burrell Park. So just to talk a little bit about that, just to let them know a little more about you. Yeah,
so I actually have a non-for-profit called Just a Little Bit of Love.
Okay.
And we do different things in the community. I do live close to Jerry Burrell Park, so I have a lot of children, so I notice there's a lot of kids there that they're usually there by themselves playing with their little siblings, and usually my kids is like, can we have an icy for this one? Can we have a chips for this one? You know, and from then we actually started one Easter because the kids were there. I did an Easter egg hunt for my children.
I remember the first year you was like, yo, I'm about to make like 7,000 Easter eggs and put them all over Burrell's. Like, all right. We stuffing them, we still stuffing them, and we getting bikes, and it's like,
yeah,
all right,
that first year was really cool, and the bikes was kind of, it just happened.
Everything kind of built,
yeah. So every year we do that. We actually also, my family and I do, well, my children and I, we go to Pathways Nursing Home.
Okay.
And we give out presents there. You know, my kids, either we go buy stuff, they get like $20. Oh, actually, we've been raising money because after a while it was like a lot. So my friends and family.
You're pretty good with raising money.
I am, because I'm always trying to help.
God is your people, so
yes,
like,
as long
as my father got me, we gonna get all right. So let me ask you this: in the next 5 years, certain things you have to speak into existence. What are some things that you would like to happen? I think a Sesame Street type show would really be kind of dope. But what are like 5 things that you want Farley to grow into, and also what do you plan on growing into yourself as far as? I mean, I know it's hard because of the pandemic, but what are like some ideas of what you want to do within the next couple of years?
Well, what I would like to do with, Farley really is my kids watch a lot of YouTube, and I feel like it's great that they have all this information, but it's not a lot of us represented there, doing the fun stuff. Even just the pranks, like it's a bunch of, I want my kids to be able to see themselves. We love all people, obviously, but it's good to see yourself and know that, okay, I can do that too. So in my head, that's what I would love to do, to try to get Farley out there, and to have, just like, I actually had an app that I did. I'm working on putting it back out there. And just to have it at a click of a finger, because my kids watch things. It's like, how did you get there? Like, I want something where they can just go right there and it's all the correct videos that they should be watching, even if it's inserted from someone else's video. Like, we can come together collectively and have videos, So that's my goal, for that. As far as Farley, the books, I would like to write a lot more books. I actually hope to write one for the parents, because it was very hard for me as a mom. You're a mom, you're thinking what's best for your child, and then it's like you can't help them. It's like nothing you do, the talks, the punishment, the trying to do things, take things away, it's not working, and it's like you feel like a failure.
So what I want you to do is I want you to show the 2 books, and then I want you to tell everyone how they can reach you. You're in the local Schenectady area, so I would like you to show the books and then tell them how you can be reached. And she delivers.
I deliver for free. So this is If Farley Only Knew, and this is the first book, and the illustrator is Andrew Hudson Phillips, which is my cousin. I'm very lucky, and he's an amazing illustrator. So if anyone's looking for an illustrator, I'll give you his info. And then the second book is I Am Farley, and this is affirmations. And I really love this book, and I really wanted to do it because with all the bullying going on today, imagine if children grew up knowing that, I am beautiful, I am this. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of kids don't have that. And I feel like if they're reading it or they're seeing it every day, or at least more often, if someone says you're ugly, they're going to be like, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Because I've been reading that I'm beautiful, I'm special, I'm blah, 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 and that's what's in this book. So that's what this is. You can reach me on Amazon, Facebook, Instagram, If Farley Only Knew. I have an author page on Facebook called Farley's World, I have to think. But that's my information. Oh, and this book, the illustrator is also my cousin, and her name is Josanne Modis, and she is international, which is pretty cool. So yeah, we have 2 lovely illustrators.
She's related to everybody, so whatever you need, she got a cousin or a sister or a brother.
And these are actually my first cousins, which is really dope.
Also, don't forget about your sister's store.
And my sister has a boutique, Style by Tony, which I'm actually wearing her outfit right now. And we have Farley mask as well. Farley's World mask.
Just pulled it out of nowhere.
I should be wearing it, but I'm clean. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. She's on 501 New Carner Road, Style by Tony Boutique.
We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Your boy DJ 250 with
Tricia Pedro.
Peace.